Hello everybody, once again welcome to Odin La Rouge Mystic channel. I'm Hugon Chris. If you're not familiar with my videos, please feel free and visit my website at www.odinlarouge.com. You'll be able to get a biography on who I am, what I do, what I specialize in, so forth and so on. Also visit my channel and welcome to my school. And therefore you'll see that the channel is about learning different topics in the voodoo, not only just voodoo, it's Santeria, 21 division, Sanse, so forth and so on. If you haven't seen, like I said, the other videos, I'm going to get into a Cartomancy, divination, Haitian voodoo style, American, Spanish, Baraha. I have German deck. I have Russian deck. So I'm gonna be teaching a little bit about those different systems and also the Haitian voodoo system as well, which is what I specialize in. Readings, period, is one of my biggest specialties. I love it a lot. I know a lot about it. Like I said, feel free if you want to know something I may have not covered with it. Please leave me a email or leave me a comment, and I will talk about whatever it is that you feel like maybe I wasn't clear on or that you would like for me to talk about. And we'll go from there. The email address as well is www.lacaigerouge39 at Yahoo. I'm going to break it down for you, okay? It's LAKAYJEROUGE 39 at yahoo.com. And then this channel is Odin La Rouge Mystic channel. And then the website again is www.odinlarouge.com. I'm Hugon Chris. I'm gonna get into the cards, but before I do that, I want to do some Q&A, some question and answers on some questions that was given for me to give answers to, and questions period that you may want to ask but you don't know how to ask them and you want some answers to them. So we're gonna do some of those. I am going to go back and forth at times in Creole so that the Haitian viewers who do view this, if we have Haitian American, American Haitians, that they can know what I'm talking about with both sides in both languages. So don't get discouraged if you may not understand me. Wait, and then I'll get to it. Or like I said, leave me a comment, a message if you want me to just do the video only in Creole or just in American. But m'ta remè di tout moun, tout vaudouisan, tout moun bonsoir, c'est Hugon Chris. Welcome to Odin La Rouge Mystic Channel. Et Chanel ça, son Chanel sont comme des l'école pour vaudouan, pour moun qui pa konn ki jan pou yo di on sort de bagay nan anglais, on moun qui pa konn ki jan pou di bagay nan anglais, nan créole, m'ta remen pour nous comprendre et vin nan Chanel nan pour nous vin tande, pour nous vin ouais si que nous comprendre, si nous ta remen apprendre que gon sort de bagay nous pas konnen li et puis nous ta besoin konnen. Et si nous ta besoin konnen qui est moyen ou ka ale nan website mwen, wap jwenni, c'est www.odinlarouge.com et ou ka email mwen sou vle, c'est lacaigerouge39 at yahoo.com. M'ta remen konnen ki jon pense, ki so ou ta remen pale si ki gon so de baga ou pa kompren yo, ou ta remen kompren yo, ou ka email mwen, ou ka liv mwen un message sou video an, pour dire qui sont pensés, qui ça ou bien pour dire. Et m'a fait leçon aujourd'hui sur affaire des cartes, sous divination, sous leçon parce que gon so de Rougan Mambo et tout le monde en général parce que si ou pas connaît et Sambadou wap jwenn li réellement intéressant parce que genyen on bon paquet moun qui remet à faire des cartes là, yo remet faire readings, yo remet cartes, yo remet tarot, yo remet bagay sa yo. Moi-même m'li avec Azeli Rouge, c'est sous 4 mois travail. M'pa faire tarot parce que lui même nan li pas servi avec tarot. So, moi-même fais pas moi avec 4 mois. Mais avec 4 là, gen toute qualité système dans 4 là. Nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous connaissons les gens, américains, yo connaissent les gens, poyol yo connaissent les gens pa yo. Mais dans tout bagay là, pour toutes les fini, tout bagay là, li représente un sel. C'est une leçon, une consultation wap fait avec client pour ouais sa client gagne. Pour ouais qui bagay, qui genre de aide ou ka bay client ça. Pour aider les clients non sur des problèmes qu'elle a expérience dans travail là la Kylie dans relation li je des bagay que quatre là li cover tout bagay so gen so de moun yo pas connaît bagay ça yo parce que y a dit comme ça que oh oui loi pa yo c'est dans baleine li ouais c'est dans de l'eau ouais c'est dans café ouais dans toute qualité sens ça pas veut dire que ou pas ka apprendre quatre là parce que m'a dit gon so de étrangers on moun k'ap vini la ka ou tout moun k'ap vini depuis qu'on qui gens pour faire on so de bagay et puis tout moun connaît que ou fait et leçon bien ba ça yo li ka bavle et les leçons faites avec loi li ta remet leçon faites avec ou même mais li ta remet pour ouais dans 4 ans c'est dans 4 ans que ou ka expliquer le causer et si ou ka li balen nan et puis ou ka ouais à toute loi et puis ou ka réciter et leçon en anglais OK li bon mais sous point petit temps ou fait l'école ou parce que li très important là c'est ou gamin beau et puis ou travailler avec moun pour qu'on toute qualité gens pour aider un monde 4 ans li même nan ou ka marcher tout côté aller avec 4 ou même j'aime même faire et puis ou ka faire 4 pour un monde comme ça la moun ou ka aller non causer li va gagner pour faire avec vodou dans bagay moun a vinn chita bokoto la vinn expliquer on so de bagay ou dire comme ça que ou quand ça passer et vini là vini sous côté bagay bon fond bagay pour bien vite pour nous carré ou frapper cartou sous table carrément ou joindre et sortir chercher ou ba moun nan et saleté besoin connait moun a dit comme ça que bon numéro téléphone nous qui j'aime ka contacter ou pour nous faire ça arriver puis devant ouvert tête ou là ou gan là mambo là vaudouisant n'importe salien qui va travailler avec l'esprit ou travailler avec un genre de bagage qui va aider moun ouvert tête ou prend ti livre prend ti et plumeau écrit ça m'a dit yo depuis vinn ouais que li fait tête ou fait écrit li la bon pour OK et m'bal faire questions and answers et gon so des questions moun yo ta remet m'ba yo réponse et chita pour garder m'a entrer dans anglais à créole pour que américain yo k'ap garder et channel là haïtien k'ap garder channel tout moun ka comprendre ni parce que gen là dedans yo nan ti moun yo et américain yo qui haïtien yo pas konn ki jan pour yo parler créole bien yo pas konn ki jan pour yo faire un so de bagay mais yo remet vaudouan yo pas intéressant là-dedans parce que tout bagay c'est dans créole yo lié gon so de bagay yo vinn décourager yo pas comprendre yo pas konn ça pour yo faire m'ta remet pour jande pour ça yo vinn dans channel moi y a vinn connaît yo pas ka décourager que y a joindre ça yo besoin depuis m'ba yo direction même si c'est pas dans channel là m'ka ba un livre que m'te li depuis longtemps ou depuis m'fait li toujours prendre note c'est genre de moun ça moi remet apprendre quel que soit côté m'apprendre côté mié moi remet pour m'apprendre parce que depuis petit moun c'est comme ça même l'école j'ai des bagages ça yo pour aider tête ou moi remet en pile et so stay tuned et pour questions and answers yo et comme moi te dit l'aime te commencer vidéo sous par contre qui est moyen ou ta me connaît parce que dans chaque vidéo m'baka dit côté me sorti côté me te kanzo côté aller dans website moi ou joindre toute qualité service que moi fait e wap jwen ki es mwenye na www.audanlarouge.com. Okay? Back to the English. I was telling my Haitian viewers that if I'm going to be going back and forth in Haitian, in Creole and English on certain topics that I want discussed on my channel about divination, about lamps, candles, oils, herbs in both languages. And also, the channel is there for your experience, a spiritualist as well. But if you're interested in learning, by all means, watch the video. But it is going to get intense. It's going to get a little bit more over your Pacific readings, so forth. Maybe your Cartomancy book or your meanings. It's going to be a little bit more advanced. Is this to what each individual card means and its elements, its seasons, its times, its color, its masculine, its feminine. It's gonna get intense. So if you really want to learn, please watch the videos, and I encourage you to write down everything. And if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, advice, feel free, drop me an email. Visit my page. The email address is www.lacaillerouge39@yahoo.com, and I will talk about the question or the what it is that you would like for me to discuss on the channel. I'm going to start talking about the readings and the divinations and the leçons. Sometimes you might hear me say the same thing in different ways, terminology, because everybody understands it a different way. So if you hear me say it a way and that you don't know it that way, that's good for you. But if you know that way and then you hear me give it a different way, that's a bonus as well. Once you're in the religion path, the religious path, the spirit working with spirits and different deities and stuff, you have to have an open mind, especially if this is what you do for a living. It's not something that you're just interested in dibble and dabbling. You're going to have to open your mind up, open that place in your heart where you want answers to certain questions that you have, or you want to learn different methods and stuff. Get your pen, your paper. As a student of whatever school it is, whatever religion you practice, please always get into a habit of taking notes. Okay? Yes, there's us, a lot of us, we have our tablets, we have our phones, we text everything, we type everything, but I'm going to tell you the original and the best way to learn something and to get it in really installed in you is by writing it down. Because I'm going to tell you that's the best way to learn something, to get it into your soul, is to write it down. If you want to type it later, which is what I like to do, because I like to have my binders, my notes inside my Word. Feel free. You have the time, you want to type it, by all means. The more, I'm going to tell you, anything that you're doing, the more time you spend on it, the more committed you are to it, the more you're going to learn, the more you're going to get out of it. So please, I want you to come onto that journey with me. I want to be able to teach you if you haven't learned it this way or you don't know it that way. I love it. I have my people on YouTube that I subscribe to as well. And a lot of them, they just only know how to do cartomancy or just tarot or whatever stuff. But at the end of the day, and when you watch these videos and you watch that person doing whatever it is that they're doing or showing, it all goes back to the same thing. We are doing it because we want to know about the unknown, whether it's to know about the unknown to learn about ourselves, or if you're doing it to help someone out. You could learn always, but the way I'm going to tell you that's going to be in your best interest as far as to use what it is that you need to do that reading. Get a set of meanings that you can relate to, that you like, that you feel that it means that way to you. Stick to those meanings, because there's hundreds of books out there. There's hundreds of different systems, different cards and stuff like that. And if you're a person that's like me that loves knowledge and wants to learn and all kind of stuff, you're going to have books galore, you're going to have notes galore. But you know what? Out of all that, you're going to have your set of meanings that you stick to so that you don't get overwhelmed when you're doing the studying. That's one. And two, nevertheless, when you get to that point when you can give a reading. So I beg you, get your pen, get your paper, and let's start the school. Also, if you didn't see in my other videos where I mentioned, whenever you are working, this is a little bit too much. When you're working with the spirit, okay, and that's your guide, your spiritual guide, that spirit, that's the one that helps you do the cards and stuff that you use for your readings, that you use for whatever divination that you is, and you're in a spiritual lesson, in a spiritual mode that you're doing your class, your form of studying. Always light a little white candle, okay? If you don't have this kind, which is the small little household ones, and let's say for instance you only have access to tea candles, which is, if you, let's say for instance you only want to study per tea candle for as long as it lights. Get into the habit of that. Go into your, where you have your altar or your divination room, wherever it is that you do consultations, or if you don't have that, and let's say for instance you just want to stay in your room and study, get into a habit of lighting the little white candle. You can also get a glass of water if you want. Now, like I said, everybody's different. I'm just trying to explain it to you where you're doing it with your guide, your spirits, periodly, in that mode where it becomes a spiritual class. She's learning or he's learning, and together you guys are continuing on that same page, because at the end of the day, one helps the other. You see what I'm saying? So get into that habit of doing that. And then what you do is when you got your candle going and stuff like that, you could do your basic prayers if you want, which is, now like I said, this is where your religion plays a part in it, and it's just not like a tarot or cartomancy thing where you're just learning it to fun, just to know how to do reading. This is a little bit more intense than what your average cartomancy video may be about, because I'm going to show you how you do it in a spiritual sense. Get into that habit. Like I said, do your little candle. Commit to your knowledge, your learning. Don't think of it as a, oh man, I have to study because I don't know. Enjoy it, because I'm going to tell you, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to internalize it. You're not going to learn it to the point where that this is what you need to survive, especially if this is your business, if this is how you make your money. Don't do that. Don't get stubborn and say, oh, well, I already know it, so I don't need to. No, don't think like that. Knowledge is the key. It's the one that opens up all doors. It'll make you confident and comfortable to be able to help anybody that's sitting in front of you, no matter where they from, what religious background. As long as you can provide that person with a service to be able to help them from getting from a worse situation to a better situation, learn it. Even if you feel like you're not going to use it because you're fine with the system that you're doing right now, that's fine as well. But like I said, commit to it. Commit to your spiritual journey. Because I'm going to tell you this. If you think for a moment that, if, say, for instance, you're a Hugan or a Mambo, or you're getting ready to go in on that path and get to that that rank in your spirituality, one parent, one godparents and stuff like that, it's not going to do it. I'm sorry for you if you think that. Because one thing I think that some of us initiates do, or that godparent, that godchild relationship, is that we become so codependent on that one person, and we get to a point where, because we want to learn so much, because we admire what it is and their knowledge that we see that they have, not knowing that at the end of the day, she or he is a person as well. And they have their things going on in their life, you have your things going on. Maybe sometimes the study sessions doesn't work with you and her or him at the same time. It can get frustrating. Nevertheless, let's say for instance your godmother or your godfather is in Haiti or in Cuba or in Puerto Rico, wherever the case may be, it could get frustrating. So if you open up yourself to learn how to start doing research, start reading, start going to these other people who have been there, done that, commit to your how do you, I want to say how, recommit to your journey, your priesthood, and get as much as you can get out of it. Learn as much as you can with different languages if you have to, with different names of different oils, herbs, powders, so you can be the best that you can be. Because at the end of the day, if you doubt yourself or you lack confidence because of lack of knowledge or lack of studying, or you don't have that parent or whatever, it you're not going to be able to do this really, 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 really good. To maintain that clientele, to be open to help anybody from every background, it's going to be a problem. So that's why I asked you, whatever spirit it is that you use, whether you use him or her for divination or not, or like I said, whether you're just watching this video because it's another card or divination video, woo, if you don't get to a part or to a place where you can have that spiritual class, that teaching between you and your guide or you and your spirits, you're gonna get into a roadblock in your priesthood. I'm gonna get into the divination. I'm gonna start getting into the cards, but I want to do some Q&As first, and then I'm gonna get in there. I know I said that in the last video. It's just that by the time you introduce yourself, you start talking about the basics and what you want the people to know, what the channel's about, you find yourself repeating again. But I beg of you, if you haven't seen the video before this or you haven't been to my website and stuff like that, please do so, so that if it is that you want to get right to the cards and you've heard this already before, then by all means go to the video where it's going to be just about the cards. But like I said, I'm going to go into Creole and I'm going to go into English. Okay, so therefore both of my viewers and everybody else can watch it. It's just that I'm bilingual Creole and American and English Haitian. So therefore, that's the two languages I can give it in. I wish I spoke Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish. So if you do have somebody near you who's watching this video and they only speak Spanish, by all means, let them know what I'm talking about. Enlighten them, and because they're gonna enjoy it. There's 10 people that can give you the same video, whether it's about divination, cartomancy, the baraha, the tarot. Everybody is going to leave you with that effect or that impression where you say, I like the way he or she does it. I want to learn it the way he knows it, the way she learns it, because that's the way your spirit, that's the way you like to learn it. Some people may say, well, she or he, it doesn't make sense to me. And then you find that one video and then boom, everything is falling into place for you. Like I said, please get your pen and your paper ready. And so we can go from there. I'm going to do the Q&As. So like I said, if you have any other questions that you want me to give you answers to that I may not cover, feel free, drop me a line or two so that I can give it to you. I have my questions here on my tablet, and then I'm going to give you the answers, the questions to it. So therefore you could know a little bit about, this channel, my channel, subscribe to it. So therefore you can be, on the lookout for when I do my next video, my next video, my next video. So please watch the video after this. I'm going to get into the Q&As. I don't want to make the videos too long. Another thing, I'm just getting used to this technology on and how you do all this stuff. So, and I'm doing it alone. I hope that they're coming out good, but bear with me. So I'm gonna go to start the video again so that they're not as long. So stay tuned. We're gonna go right to the Q&As. See you in a bit.